Yo, Kpaceguy here. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to what I think is going to be a super cool and super unique video. So we all know that I am absolutely in love with my SVS PB4000s, my subwoofers here, and a lot of you guys are too. And these are 160-pound beasts. So what we're going to do in this video, we're actually going to remove the speaker from its enclosure. We're going to unscrew the speaker and see what's inside, what makes this speaker 160 pounds, what makes it so good. And we're also going to run a few free air tests. And if you're not sure what free air tests are, it's when you use the speaker outside of its enclosure. When you run the speaker, when you play a song, you play a movie and you see its excursion, it's moving up and down. That's what a free air test is. We're going to take it outside of the enclosure, run it a few movies and a few music tracks and see what it can do outside of the box, see it in action. So if you think that's kind of cool, stick around. Now when I tell you this driver is heavy, I mean it's heavy. Just getting it out of the enclosure was actually kind of difficult. And you can kind of see inside there, that little ring right here, if I can brighten up the brightness just a little bit, that little ring right here actually holds the speaker in place, because you know most subwoofers, when you put them into their enclosure, the screws hold them in place, but this subwoofer's magnet is so massive and it's so heavy that it actually has to have some bracing inside to keep it upright, because the screws themselves wouldn't be able to hold it. I think this thing is awesome. You just look at the material that it's made out of. Huge magnet, has their own little terminals there. Looks like maybe like a 16 gauge terminal there. Looks fantastic. High roll surrounds here, just absolutely beautiful stitching. SVS, of course, you guys know that. It looks so good inside there. I'm really impressed with all of the internals and everything like that. It looks really, really good, high quality build. And this is why subwoofers like this sound so good and perform so well. It's because they took the time to go in there and make sure that everything was perfect. The driver is perfectly fit for this enclosure. The enclosure looks good inside and out. And a lot of the weight comes from that driver right there. The box itself is of course heavy, but the driver right there is a good 60-70 pounds by itself, no joke. So we're gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna hook it up to the subwoofer and leave it out kind of like this, and we're gonna have some free air movement and see how it performs. Alright guys, so we're slowly losing daylight, but we're gonna show you this. So what I have going on right now, I put on a frequency sweep from 1 to 35 hertz. So you're gonna watch the subwoofer currently in action And as the frequencies get higher, we're gonna see a lot more movement in the subwoofer. You're gonna hear some rattling around the room. It's not the subwoofer itself. This is a really bad sweep on YouTube. It's not very high quality. So you're gonna hear a lot of feedback and stuff from just poor video quality. But you can see the subwoofer moving, and it's pretty awesome. The whole floor is like an earthquake right now, just shaking and shaking and shaking. So we'll let you guys look at this just a little bit. There we go. We're currently at 13 hertz. I'm gonna angle it so you can see. That's 14 hertz. So much excursion. Wow. We're at 15. $16. It's going crazy. Check this out. You can see the spider, the magnet, the motor, all that stuff. We just got to 18. The floor is like not having it. $19 hertz. The subwoofer is a brute. I wish you guys could feel the floor. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the other subwoofer is off. The only thing that's playing is this subwoofer here. We're at 21. Everything is shaking. $22. My camera doesn't do well showing you how much this thing is moving. Wow. This subwoofer is really shaking. You guys can see my finger on it. Here's a remote. If that helps you get a visualization of how serious this thing is moving. 25 hertz. Now my tripod is shaking next to it. It's starting to rattle everything. 26. And this is a moderate volume level, nothing crazy. You don't want to damage the speaker. When you take it outside of its enclosure, it drastically changes its power handling. So you don't want to push it too hard. My floor is going crazy. My whole house is shaking. Hard to see excursion now because we're at 30, but that's about it there. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video. Just a fun video. I 100% do not recommend you unpackaging or unscrewing your subwoofer, especially not something of this much money, because you probably void your warranty doing so. But I've been taking apart speakers for as long as I can remember, so I'm kind of accustomed to it. But I still don't recommend you doing it, especially this one, because this one's super heavy. That driver, that motor back there is heavy, and it's bottom heavy. So when you pick it up and pull it out of the enclosure, you may have a little trouble with it. But this subwoofer is a beast, and we knew that, but we get to actually see it taken apart. And again, the internals inside there are solid. They look so good. Let me see if I can get you guys another shot of it really quickly. Let me turn the flashlight. The internals in here are just of some serious quality. You have some really thick wood here. That extra baffle here to hold on to the motor. You can see how the ports work. They go from down here, shoot up. Just fantastic ingenuity in there. There's your wires there, your positive and negative to the subwoofer. Just awesome build quality. They really took their time with this. It looks so good in there. It's really deep in there. You can see the amplifier way in the back, sorta way back here in that little area. Here's an amplifier, so it's just superb ingenuity. And then of course you have the subwoofer right there. Absolutely love this thing. Eventually I'll get new subwoofers, but it's gonna be a long time. These things do way more than I've ever needed, so unless I get a huge house in the future and I need bigger subs, I'm probably gonna always have these, or something happens to them, of course. But love the subwoofers. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like inside and outside of the box of the speaker. You can see that SVS is not playing any games, and you know that the PB16 Ultra is even bigger than this. It's crazy to think about. So guys, if you found this video fun and informative, just cool, outright awesome, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think about the SVS subwoofers. They're not the best, they're definitely not the worst. What do you guys think about SVS? Are they overrated? Are they underrated? Are they perfectly, rated? Do you think they get the love they deserve? What do you guys think? If there's what subwoofer out there is better, if you think there is one out there that's better, leave me all that down below in the comments. Hit that like button while you're there for this awesome video, because I like to have fun on the channel and bring you guys along with me. And of course, if you enjoy the channel, enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button, because I guarantee you guys are going to enjoy what comes in the future. So we're going to be out of here, guys. We have a good weekend. We'll see you guys again in the next video. Kpaceguy out. Peace.